Fred, how ridiculous is it that Jackie demands head writer billing on the show, and you're the only other writer? How ridiculous is that?
What can I say? You got it's a tribe of 2 Indians, and he's the chief.
Yeah. He's like, I don't know. And he showed up from nowhere, and he's like the chief.
I'm head writer. I stake my claim.
He's head writer.
I'm Miles Standish.
It always reminded me of the old...
it's a good thing Fred doesn't care about stuff like that.
He doesn't care about that.
Well, who knows? Maybe he does.
Care. I do.
He wants a credit on his resume, like he's going somewhere else.
It was from Channel 9.
No, it always reminds me of the old Dick Van Dyke Show where Buddy and Sally would argue over who was in charge.
Right.
And Jackie's always... But it is funny because...
And then as soon as he asks Jackie to do something, he goes, well, why don't you ask Fred? I go, well, you're the head...
a lot harder.
I said, excuse me, you're the one who set it up. You're a head writer.
Well, the way to get at Jackie, the way to give him a little kick in the ribs is when something has to be done, you hand it to him and say, so since you're the head writer, Jackie, I'm handing this to you.
Right.
And then it's like, ooh, after that.
Head writer.
Oh, that always gets me, guy.
It did at the beginning. We used to hand you that stuff, and it was like you dug your own grave.
You know how Jackie always has systems for everything? And then as soon as he became head writer, we were like, okay, so set up a system. He was like,
oh. Not my job.
Yeah, right.
And then whenever something goes wrong, he's like, I should have done that. I should. You know what? You keep it, and I'll keep it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's always that. That's always the answer.
That's a big one.
Because he doesn't trust himself. That's his system. You keep track of it, too. Head writer.
But it's always funny when we do...
And the only other writer is Fred. No, she's his boss.
It's always funny when we do something like the E-show or like the New Year's Eve show and you see the credits roll.
Yeah.
As head writer, Jackie Davis is writer.
I make the last decision.
You know what's funny now?
What goes in front of your cranky ass, and that's why...
And now it started a chain reaction because I wrote the E special with Cronin. And Cronin goes, well, do you want a writing credit? I go, no. I don't want any writing credit. Just, you get a writing credit. He goes, well, can I be head writer? I said, well, wait a second. No, wait a second.
No, Jackie's head writer.
Let me get this. Jackie didn't work on that one. I said, wait a second. Let me get
still the head writer.
I was afraid to ask Jackie to work on it. I don't like to get started with him. So, right. So I said to Cronin, let me get this straight. So you're the head writer, but there's no other writer on the show. Since I'm not being listed as a writer.
He's actually bottom writer, too.
Yeah. You know what always turned me off? Like you watch an Eddie Murphy movie or something. It starts out directed by Eddie Murphy, produced by Eddie Murphy, written by Eddie Murphy, starring Eddie Murphy. And it's like,
So if it sucks, it's Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, right. No, but no. It's never Eddie Murphy.
I know it does get old seeing my name go by so many times.
Yeah, so anyway, I said to Cronin, call yourself head writer, but it's going to look kind of stupid.
When you have no staff.
When there's no other writer.
There's no list.
It's just written by Mark Cronin. I said, I'm not taking any credit.
We did something where it said head writer Jackie Martley, and then it said writers Fred Norris and Howard Stern. I was billing over you. I thought that was kind of good.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that was good.
I think it was Channel 9. I really bossed you.
Because you know what that makes you... Because I think it looks stupid when you see Jackie Martley head writer and you see writers, Fred Norris.
And Howard Stern.
Yeah, right. So I said, put my name on there, too.
It's like, it's your show.
Somebody.
When we did Channel...
No, forget it. No. Never mind. I have something to say, but never mind.
Go ahead, Fred. Say something in your own voice. You don't know how.
Yours is much more fun.
There you go. That's interesting.
See.
I told Fred.
Yeah, see, there you go. Try to say something in your own voice.
Fred does not communicate with you.
Right.
It's like that
He
show,
can't.
My Favorite Year. There was that guy that refused to
Woody
talk
Allen.
to the writer, so they talked to the other person, so that person would talk to him. Fred doesn't communicate with you, so he.
You know what's awkward? Every once in a while, you guys like Robin and Gary and Jackie will leave the room. And then Fred and me and Fred are stuck in the room. We can't even look at each other.
That happened?
Yeah. Oh, that's happened once or twice. And it's like, oh my God. I'm like, Gary.
What do you do?
Gary, come in here.
Fred
Because I thought Fred gets up and leaves every time everybody else does.
No, sometimes he like stays, or for some reason you guys have to leave, and then Fred's there, and I'm like,
he's afraid of you.
no, he just doesn't want
You're
to.
afraid of him. You guys have a very strange.
It's awkward. It's awkward.
You do have a
You guys
strange
don't
relationship.
know how to talk to each other when you're alone?
No, I've given up on talking to Fred alone. I can talk to anybody that I've known this long,
We
but
should all walk out. Robin should walk
That
out.
is
We should
very
walk out
funny.
and see what you guys talk about.
I won't talk to
I
him.
got to have cameras in there when we do
No, we
it.
won't do it. Right, Fred? We won't do it.
Oh, let's get up and talk it up. We're leaving.
Oh, here we go.
Go ahead and leave. I don't care. All right, Fred, what do you want to talk about?
I don't know.
Let's bring in Ralph.
About what jerks these guys.
But that is true, man. Sometimes I'll look over at you.
I actually thought that was a pretty cool observation that you made about Jackie and the head writer thing.
Yeah, because I know it irritates you, but you're a good guy, and you don't...
Exactly. It always has, but I...
But you know what it is? Jackie has such a big ego.
Right.
That he wants the world to know...
It always bothered me. I mean, I've been around longer than Jackie, and, you know...
Well, yeah. And then Jackie wants the world to know...
Right.
That...
I contribute just as much... as Jackie does. Like, you want to take for instance, like the New Year's Eve special.
Right.
I contributed so much stuff to that, and it irked me when I saw the credits on that show. Like, head writer?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Why?
I mean, I worked really hard on it.
Because Jackie goes, I'm not working on the show unless I'm head writer.
Right.
And he pulls a trip. You never do that.
I try not to.
But that's why I appreciate you. That's why if push came to shove, I take you over Jackie.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, because I appreciate you.
Yeah. Well,
so I just want to say it.
Well, that's why you have my loyalty.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
There you go.
There you go. So Rob and Jackie and Gary left the room thinking that was a funny bit, that they would leave us alone, but it's a stupid bit. What? What is the phone?
I think Jackie's calling in.
Yes?
Hello? Hi.
What?
We have a request for you guys to talk about something besides me and the rest.
Yeah, sorry.
Talk about
Too bad.
personal.
Yeah, well, sit out there. We'll keep bad-mouthing you.
Go ahead.
We picked a topic, Chubby.
How you have to be head writer even though...
That's what you're going to... The next time you guys are going to get together.
How you have to be head writer... Just come in here.
No, you're staying. You guys are staying until you get some kind of relationship established.
Yeah, okay, Jackie. I'll learn interpersonal relationships from you. The guy who walks into the Friars Club... No. A person who walks into the Friars Club and everyone badmouths him behind his back.
You have no idea how uncomfortable you two look on camera.
Jackie, you're laughing a little too hard.
Yeah, I know.
What's the matter, Jackie? You walked out of the room, and what's the matter? The radio show continued without you? You can't accept it?
It always happens.
Jackie can't accept it.
No.
He figures, he'll run out of the room, and we'll just sit here.
Before I came to the show, Fred never wrote a joke for you on the air.
Oh, that's false. Oh, yeah,
True or
Jack.
false?
And, Jack, before you, I never wrote a bit, right?
No, that's
and before
not,
you, I never wrote a song parody, right?
Jackie, that's the way you wrote.
My did not start until you joined this program. Am I correct?
No, that you're missing the entire point.
Then
Jackie,
shut the F up, then,
just because you do something different than Fred doesn't mean that Fred didn't contribute.
Who said I didn't say?
You're saying Fred didn't contribute?
And that is
I never.
implication.
I hung up on him.
Thanks.
You want to talk? Come in the room.
Yeah.
Another stupid bit of Jackie's. Let's all leave the room.
Right.
He even suckered Robin into it.
Right.
Another stupid bit.
There you go.
Of Jackie's.
I don't know.
Hey, we'll all leave the room, and then Fred and Howard will be forced to confront one another. Another great bit of Jackie's. Yeah. How he got you to go along with it, I don't know.
No, it was interesting watching you two to see you. You look uncomfortable together.
I see.
Is that what
you did.
Yeah. What is it?
No, that's very great.
As soon as Jackie came on the phone, your face relaxed.
Oh.
It did.
Another great.
Absolutely true.
Another great.
Jackie, the great relaxer.
Yeah, the great relaxer.
You know how you said Jackie helps me?
Yeah.
He helps you.
What is it, Gary? Is that guy here yet?
No, I'm pretty sure he's not coming.